never seen the car, I never driven the car, and I spent $76,000 on this thing.
I could start.
All right, let's drive this girl.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right over this way.
Was this the same test car that was on the Nürburgring?
Well, what I was thinking would be funny is you should wrap your car with this.
Check this out. Code release. Emergency off switch. Bro, I think this is the one that did the ring.
It looks like it did. It's all beat up.
Yep, that's definitely Nürburgring dust. Did you know that today they're no longer going to be producing these?
I don't even know what it is.
They're pulling them out of Australia and New Zealand.
What about mid-engine wide body ones?
Disappointed as a longtime Holden supporter. Yeah. I'm just really bummed that these are no longer going to be.
Team Yellow!
Team Yellow. How do we end up like this?
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be pushing the limits and the boundaries of the new 2020 C8 Corvette. I'm excited. I purchased this car. I can't wait for it to come in. And for those of you guys at home who aren't aware, the 0 to 60 in the C8 Corvette is faster than the Model 3 Performance. Mic drop. Look how the thing revved! So today we're going to be driving the Z51 package. My order was a Z51 2LT. To show you the difference from the base Stingray, it comes with the front lip, it comes with bigger brakes, you have the rear spoiler, you have the summer-only tires, you have the performance exhaust, you have the track-tuned suspension. I am so excited to drive this, and it also has launch control on the Z51 package. Seeing the next person get in with the seat like that. And the last thing I want to do is make this a technical video, but I do have some thoughts after getting to drive the car and actually really experiencing it and now getting to autocross. I spent a day with it yesterday. If you missed the last episode, you sleeping, go check it out. I want to keep calling it a mega car. If you notice, when you come off the throttle, there's no pops and bangs. They actually took a lot of consideration in doing that with the Corvette, but they didn't want it to feel like or sound like a Camaro. So I respect that. I feel like it actually sounds cleaner this way. It sounds classier, but as you guys know at home, I love a little bit of ratchetness in my life, so I love sketchy cars, oh my god. The first thing that I'm going to be doing on the car is most likely putting an exhaust on. The second thing is the Lambo doors. So there's a lot of people who are upset that they kept the name Corvette, and since it was a mid-engine, they should have changed the name to something else, anything else. I disagree. I invite you to drive this car and then tell me if you still feel that way. Oh, buddy. So I'm notorious whenever I come on these events of just sitting at the autocross all day. So one of my favorite things about the C8 is the performance data recorder. I love it. You pop in a SIM card, it'll film through the front camera, and it'll save your information such as your speed and gear indicator. It'll tell you your throttle and your brake position. It'll measure your G-forces and so much more. It also has a valet mode that you can secretly record your valet drivers and see if they rip your car or not. And also for your laps, you guys, if you didn't set a start and stop finish while you were at the track, let's say, you can go home and then add it, and it'll tell you what your lap times are. That is so cool. They're making me go. We're gonna go do hop laps right now. But I do want you guys to know, if you don't already know, that's beeping because the keys are still left in the car. It has a 60-40 weight distribution, so 40% of the weight is in the front, 60% is in the rear. It moves your hips more closer to the front axle, and it actually provides a better steering to hip response. So usually, you guys know when you play video games, if you have a lag in the controller, you'll get a little sick, just like driving. If there's a lag with the steering, that's how a lot of people get car sick, because maybe they're not looking at the inputs of the wheels and the car turns, so that improves the response significantly. The super cool thing about the car I'm sitting in right now, they call this Blackjack. In 2014, Chevy started the mid-engine proof of concept and hid it in the body of a Holden. This is the car I showed you guys earlier. They use C7 doors, windshield, roof, and this tarp here, so whenever the drivers could hear a helicopter flying by, they would immediately stop and cover the car because they were flying over to try and take photos of this. It is so crazy that they started building the C8 mid-engine proof of concept inside of this, hidden in, honestly, a Holden. GBODY with the Corvette team is so incredibly nice and friendly, and they're so selective on who they bring out to press events like this, so thank you so much for having me. Look at this color, it's so bright. This is the Accelerate Yellow, and I feel like I have to scream when I say this to you. I love this color, oh my goodness. So this is the 3LT. If I wanted to do a 3LT, this is an option, but with the 2LT, it wasn't. I want to do like the classic 53, white exterior, red interior look. You know, I actually decided to go with the competition seats, which are these in the car right now, because I thought about switching out to a completely different seat of doing like a bucket race seat. But the thing is, I really like the seat warmer and the butt coolers and all the functionality that comes with it. It's already a race seat, and look at the bolsters on the side. It really just grips you. So I was like, you know what, we'll leave it. We'll leave it, we'll leave it. The wheels on the other hand, I think I might change them.
So what's the order? So it's like cam, exhaust, tune, turbos, wheels, wrap.
Lambo doors.
I have to say though, on the time attack thing there, like it drifts.
If you floor the pedal in a corner, be careful.
Yeah. It's like super planet, but you're like, wait, I could drift this just like, all right, now I'm drifting.
The car control of what you want it to do, it will. Also, so here's the rapid blue color so you guys can see it in person too. These colors I love, I really love. Oh, it's got white interior. This is so cool. Check this out. I like it. I'm a big fan of white interior. When Alex first got on his Tesla, I'm like, what are you doing? This is so weird. You know, you can have one accident and it's gonna destroy it, but I really like it. You just gotta be careful. It's like white shoes. Okay, this is my first time like actually popping this. Is there, okay.
Oh, you could definitely put a body in there. I mean, golf bags.
You could definitely put 2 turbos here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, without question. Like, you could put 2 turbos and then some.
This may actually be one where I take the hood off to work on a car. So we opened up all the doors so you guys can see. I just want to show you real quick, in case you haven't seen it before. There's actually a decent amount of trunk space. You could easily fit, I would say, a carry-on suitcase in here. Come around here, you have so much room. This is great. I'm not gonna lie, it looks more green to me than it does yellow, and bright greens will always have a special place in my heart because my first car was actually a Verde Ithaca green. It's a Lamborghini green, but it's a very bright green. Comment below, does this look yellow to you or green?
That's literally like the yellowest yellow you could ever find. It's not even close.
Maybe this lack of sleep and just way too much coffee has gotten to my head today.
The brake caliper is a little green.
I think I'm losing my mind right now.
You're about to say that again. Oh yeah, that looks blue to me.
We're breaking for lunch right now. I'm so hungry that them C8s are looking like a snack right now. Like Skittles.
They are Skittle colors.
This is the first track event I've been to where they actually give you a neck restraint.
Yeah, I like that. I feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good. Can't turn my head, but I feel good.
Chasing the C7, all the C8s. This row of beautiful cars. All right, here we go. This is going to be mine for the hot laps. Man, this is a beautiful color. I really love the interior of all of these.
You should probably want to secure that in there.
So you and I do a lap together. They bring us in. They put me in another group.
Yeah. What, you think you're faster or something?
They put me in the fast group.
Maybe.
I thought that was so much fun. Oh my goodness, and it is so responsive. When you just tap the brakes, it sucks you back in. It is so incredibly responsive, and the weight distribution, my God.
Once you actually got into turns right, it was like, damn, this car hooks.
Like I'm going through one corner and I'm thinking like, my God, I just bought an animal. Now we're doing hot laps with a real professional, not a fake professional. C8s here.
Yeah, right? They're fast as hell.
Oh yeah. Super technical, but bear with me, but I learned something from the driver. So as you guys know, I was put in the fast group.
Yeah.
And there was one thing though that I almost felt like in a couple corners the car was almost pushing weight more than anything, so it was understeering. But when it comes to the electric LSD, when you come off throttle, you have 0 throttle and hit the computer, your diff essentially turns into an open diff for a split second. So they were saying as you come around each corner to come off for a second and slightly come back on to like kind of resettle the car and pull it back in. And you can use the brakes to fade in. I mean, some of this may be like, duh, of course, but just that little motion of like coming off the throttle a little bit, just seeing that difference is enough for me to be like, all right, I guarantee I can shave off half a second now. All right, you guys. Sun is setting here at the raceway of Spring Mountain. This was such an incredible day. I can't believe I got to actually race the C8 Corvette on a track, really pushing it to the limits. I learned so much about the car today that I'm so excited to now get my car, to apply those, drive some more, and overall, this is incredible. Chevy, again, thank you so much for having me out here. You guys really don't work with a lot of YouTubers, and I appreciate you recognizing the things that I do and inviting me out here. All right, we gotta get out of here. We got a plane to catch. Alright, you guys, we're gonna close out here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the C8 content just as much as I have. I'm really looking forward to the delivery. Alright, you guys, Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye! Throttle and your brake position. It'll even show you your G-force. Mouthful.